today I'm going to be showing you guys how to play Style off of Taylor's 1989 album on the guitar. Here's a quick overview of everything I'll be covering in this tutorial today, and with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. Alright guys, so you only need to know 5 different chord shapes to play through this entire song, and we're going to start with our A minor, which looks like this and sounds like this. And by the way, if you don't know how to read these chord charts you're seeing on screen, I do cover how to do that in my free beginner series right here on YouTube, so make sure to check that out right here. The next chord shape is our F over C. After that, we have our D minor. There's also our E minor. And the last chord shape is our C major. And those are the only 5 chords you need to know to play through this song. So go ahead and pause the video and take as much time as you need to really look over these chord shapes and try to memorize them, as well as practice transitioning back and forth between them, because it'll make learning the rest of the song so much easier for you. And if this is a skill you're currently struggling with, transitioning between these chords fast enough, I do actually have a Practice With Me chord transitions playlist on my Forever Faithful channel, and it has all of these chords in it, so I will link that in the corner for those of you who are interested or need a little extra help with that. But once you have these chords under your belt, then we can go ahead and talk about the strumming that I would recommend for this song. Alright guys, so as I always say, if you are brand new to playing guitar, or you're somebody who struggles with playing guitar and singing at the same time, the first thing I would suggest doing is to bring up the song and go ahead and go through the entire thing with just a single down strum on each chord change as you sing through the song. And you want to take this time to really get used to what word or what syllable you're on whenever those chords are changing. So here's a quick example of what that would look like. Midnight, you come and pick me up, no headlights. All right, so that's just a really quick example, but you would essentially want to do this for the entire song and just really make sure you know where those chords are going to be changing. And this is actually something you do right now if you check out my Patreon page. I do have this entire guide available to download and print out, so I'll make sure to leave that link in the description box if you're interested. But once you've done this and you're comfortable with where those chord transitions are going to be happening, then we can go ahead and add to this to create more of a full strumming pattern that you can use for this song. All right guys, so for strumming for today, as you can see, we are going to be counting this in a 16th note rhythm. So if you don't know what that means or how to count that, I would definitely recommend checking out my beginner series because I cover all of that over there. But basically it's going to sound like this. We have 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1 and 2 and a 3E and 4 and a down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up. Alright, so basically what we're going to do is we're going to take this pattern and play it through 2 times per chord throughout the entire song. Now this strumming pattern is one that Taylor uses quite often when she plays live, so if you're already struggling with the coordination of how to play it and things like that, we are going to have to speed this up quite a bit to play it at tempo. So if you're already struggling, I would definitely recommend checking out my Practice With Me Strumming Patterns playlist here on YouTube as well. I go over this exact pattern where we kind of build it up in real time together. So I'll link that in the corner if you need it. But basically, like I said, we're playing this pattern twice per chord. So let's go ahead and take a look at that first verse. We're starting here on our A minor chord. So you're going to play this pattern through twice. So we have 1 and 2 and a 3E and 4 and then again down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up. Next to your F over C, same thing. 1 and 2 and a 3E and 4 and a twice. Alright, and all of the verses just go back and forth between the A minor and the F over C, so that's already the entire verse right there. But like I said, we do have to speed this up quite a bit to get it to sound like the original song. So more at full tempo, it'll sound like this. So you can see it's quite a bit faster. So again, pause the video and take as much time as you need to really get used to the coordination to get this down. But once you have it more at tempo, something that's really important for this song in particular is you want to accent certain beats, because that's going to mimic that kind of drummy, beaty sound that you hear throughout the original song. So I'm going to go ahead and turn some of these arrows green. So as you can see, beat 2 and beat 4, we want to accent. And basically, whenever you're accenting a strum, you're just giving it a little bit extra emphasis emphasis compared to the strums around it. So one way to accomplish this is you can think about it whenever you have an accented strum, you're strumming all of the strings, and you're strumming with a little extra oomph behind it, so a little bit more of a flick of a wrist. All right. And then when you're doing all the purple arrows or the non-accented strums, you can kind of concentrate your pick more just on the middle strings with a little less of that wrist action. So when we accent 2 and 4, it's going to sound like this. We have 1 and 2 and a 3 and 4 and a. So hopefully you can see how the green arrows are a little bit more louder. So you want to purposely keep those accents in throughout the entire song, and it'll really mimic that drum part that you hear throughout the song. So again, with our verses and those accents in, it's going to sound like this. We've got A minor, down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up, F over C. Twice for each chord, okay? This strumming pattern you can apply to the entire song, so let's go ahead and go over the chorus and you'll see how that fits in there too. On our chorus, we're starting with our C major chord, but again, same exact pattern with those accents and everything. So, you got that James Dean daydream look in your eye, and I got that red lip classic thing that you like, and when we go crashing down, we come back. You can see we're repeating this pattern through twice per chord, and we're still keeping those accents in. Now the only place this is a little bit different is going to be that pre-chorus leading up to the chorus. You just want to do a single down strum for each of these chords in the pre-chorus. And I should just tell you to leave, because I know exactly where it leads, but I watch us go round and round each time. All right, and then that goes into the chorus with the full strumming pattern. And there's not really a bridge in this song, so again, the whole thing you can play with this pattern that you see on screen. One thing you can add to this if you want to is a palm mute. Now, palm mute is another technique that Taylor uses a bunch, but basically what you want to do is take your right hand or whatever hand your pick is in, and you want to take the side of your hand here and gently kind of lay that on your strings, and you want to scoot your hand pretty far back to where your bridge of your guitar is. If you kind of lightly rest it there as you strum, you'll hear how it kind of dampens the sound of the strings. They're not ringing out as much. So that's how you can accomplish a palm mute, and basically what I would recommend doing is applying a palm mute to all of the down strums in this pattern. So we've got down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up. Notice how my up strums are still ringing like normal, only the down strums are palm muted, and I'm still keeping those accents on 2 and 4. So we've got, if you want to add the palm mute in, totally optional, I would recommend doing that for all of the verses just to make different parts of the song sound a little different from each other. So with the verses, we've got A minor, twice, to F over C, twice. Midnight, you come and pick me up, no headlights. But again, this pattern is the same. You can use it throughout the entire song. I think it sounds great. Again, it's super important to try to keep those accents in there. I really think that'll make the biggest difference between the rhythm sounding a little more muddy and sounding more crisp and like mimicking the drum part that you hear in this song. But basically, this is the strumming rhythm that I would recommend for this song. All right, so again, go ahead and pause the video and take as much time as you need to really look over this strumming rhythm. Try to get it to a point where you can strum it without actively counting the rhythm in your head. And at that point, you'll know that you'll be able to sing on top of it more easily because you've got it under your muscle memory. This does take a little bit of time and patience and practice, so again, check out my Practice With Me strumming series if you need help with this particular pattern. But once you come back, we can go ahead and put everything we've learned in this tutorial together, the chords, transitions, the strumming, put it all together to play through the song. 1, 2, ready, go. Want to have fun jamming to the rest of this song with me? Yeah! Then make sure to check out my Patreon page where you can unlock access to this as well as all my other Swiftie sing-along guitar tutorials. I've covered so many of her songs from all the different albums and eras, so if you're a Swiftie who loves to play her songs on the guitar, I would definitely recommend checking it out. I will link it in the description box down below. If you enjoyed learning this song with me, then you should definitely check out this video. Not only does it have a super similar vibe and feel, but it's just as fun and easy